am blessed with a few crazy ideas in my head, very unique stories that are very personal to me. And usko banane ke chakkar mein, I've been away. I've missed television. Let I don't want to term it as television or film. I missed acting so badly. You have no idea.
जैसे ऑडियंस को टाइम लगता है जैसे आपने कोई भी इफ़ दे हैव लाइक्ड यू इन अ सर्टेन रोल इफ दे हैव वॉच्ड योर सीरीज एज एन एक्टर भी टाइम लगता है टू गेट इनटू अ न्यू थिंग बिकॉज एवरी कैरेक्टर ये तो खैर हम अपने कैरेक्टर्स की बात करें ये कॉम्प्लेक्स हैं एवरी कैरेक्टर यू प्ले हैज़ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज बट दीज कैरेक्टर्स इनके तो I think till now, I think this one is gonna be the most complex character which I have played for me.
Adnaan and Aditi Sharma have their new show coming up called Katha Ankahi, and we chatted with the two about the same and more. Have a look.
Tell us about your show Katha Ankahi and the characters you will be playing in the show.
She is the best. I would love to hear yes. बोलिए please. अच्छा लगता है मुझे.
Okay, you start. I'll join in.
She gives such good इतना उससे देती है. So our show is basically about two people whose love story, and I'm quoting her, I'm paraphrasing her right now. दो लोगों की love story है और ये love story शुरू होती है बहुत ही अजीब circumstances में, very unique circumstances में, and पर इन्हीं यूनिक सर्कमस्टांसेस की वजह से ये दोनों लोग एक दूसरे से दूर जाना चाहते बट नहीं जा पाते एंड उसी फ्रेमवर्क में ये लव स्टोरी बनती है एंड इट्स वेरी कूल वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बहुत सारे लेयर्स हैं बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस एंड या that's the story basically in short. मैं आपको ज़्यादा नहीं बताना चाहता हूँ कि I want you guys to watch. It's coming by the way. कब आ रहे हैं?
5th December से Monday to Friday 8:30 PM Sony Entertainment Television.
अदिति आपने बताया कि आपका जो किरदार है शो में वो एक गो गेटर है, अम्बिशियस है.
मैं मेरे किरदार का नाम है कथा और कथा जो है वो शी इज़ एन आर्किटेक्ट बाय प्रोफेशन और वो लखनऊ की लड़की है जो बॉम्बे में काम करती है और she's today's woman. She's very strong. She's very good with her work. फिर भी 9 to 5 जॉब के अलावा भी बहुत सारा काम करती है because she has a lot of responsibilities. She has to make ends meet, and she's a go-getter, and उसकी she has a vulnerable side to her पर वो दिखाती नहीं है अपनी vulnerable side to anybody. And her spirits have she's got very high spirits and she wants to no matter what life throws at her she wants to bounce back and she wants to have a good life और इसी दौरान वो मिलती हैं इनके कैरेक्टर से वियान और कैसे फिर इनकी ज़िंदगी बदल जाती है दोनों की इज द स्टोरी.
अदिति आपने बताया कि आपका जो किरदार है शो में वो एक गो गेटर है, अम्बिशियस है. इस एम्बिशियस लड़की और कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लड़के के बीच आखिर प्यार की शुरुआत कैसे होती है?
जी एक एज ही सेड काफ़ी यूनिक स्टोरी है. इन दोनों का जो भी रिलेशनशिप शुरू होता है वो एक अजीब से और एक डार्क मोमेंट में यू कैन से द रिलेशनशिप स्टार्ट्स and how then they figure out lot many emotions and then love also but lot many different emotions and जो इनको दूर भी कर रहे हैं जो एक दूसरे को दूर नहीं जाने दे रहे हैं और जोड़ के भी रख रहे हैं और so yeah that's how the relationship starts. Am I missing out?
नहीं बिल्कुल सही तो Vian has these emotional scars so deep जिसकी वजह से he's got these walls that he's placed as defense mechanisms. And on top of that, he's got these very strong, controversial, I wouldn't even say controversial, very strong and slightly these views that would make people run away from him. And he absolutely does not care. Yet he holds on to them because that's what he believes in. And there's a reason this is why he believes in them. Now, iski wajah se, as I said, people run away from him. Nobody wants to be around him. And he's completely fine because usne apni dunya business mein bana li hai. That's his world. And he's got a world at home which is with his mother. He doesn't need anything else. He doesn't want anything else. And he's really happy with that. He's got one friend. Theek hai, his friend knows him and that's it. And he he has a lot of emotion, which somehow sometimes leaks through certain events या कुछ होता है तो it comes out, because you can't, like, living in this world, you can't not have emotions, you know what I mean? कहीं ना कहीं तो वो बाहर आते हैं, and the world keeps the world, Vian doesn't really believe in God that much, so the world or the universe just keeps throwing these situations where kahin na kahin he keeps getting tested and he keeps pushing back saying, "No, this is not what it is." And finally then he meets a character who is as strong-willed as him, as a go-getter as him, and uh, who's going to challenge him on almost all the beliefs that he has. So yeah.
आप दोनों ने ही टेलीविजन पर काफी वक्त बाद कमबैक किया है.
I think definitely the production house, Pure Origin, the channel, Sony Entertainment Television, वो काफ़ी realistic shows बनाते हैं, I feel, and it's very different from all the other TV shows which we have. And I think the mainly, but because of the story of the show and the character, and I think रोज़ काम पे जाने का मन करे and keeps you excited, तो definitely the story and the whole setup, the whole the cast of the show, I think it is fantastic. So, yeah.
And for me, I would be lying. I'm going to use that point, but हकीकत बताऊं आपको, it was a while since I've only acted. I was missing the craft a lot, just purely acting. So I was looking for something nice, and a couple of shows popped up on the radar, but this one being Sony really helped. The production house was another added this thing. The story is wonderful, but you know, I'm not. For me, that's not like I find stories. All stories have obstacles that you like, something, a crux, jo, something very unique to them. Like my previous show had that. This show has that. So story for me was beautiful as always. But it was a chance to work with these different people, the production house, the channel itself, and the director. Director actually was a reason later on, ज़्यादा motivation बन गया, even though I had signed on by then. But when I saw this man working, that really gave me a boost. I said that, like, I would work with someone who,
So passionate about it.
yeah, and jo micromanagement, detailing, exactly. You know, so it was something very different from my previous experiences. This is what I wanted.
So yeah, director Ravi Bhushan, yeah, he's like making our characters.
Yeah, without a doubt.
इस शो में ऐसा क्या था that you decided to choose this as your comeback project on television?
Honestly, for me, I didn't realize it. मुझे पता नहीं था, but when people used to tell me on my previous show that, oh, हाँ, you are Kabir, you know, like that. And for me, it was like, what are they talking about? This is Adnaan. But जब show खत्म हुआ, and I'm like, okay, wait, where's Adnaan? Like, why am I not, like, where are my views and where are my emotions and stuff like that? So it's true, it's genuinely true, because she also pointed out a previous interview moment where, okay, we're there 12 to 14 hours. In my previous show, it was 15 hours or 16 hours every day, sleeping for 8 hours and coming back and you're living life as this character. So it is difficult if you don't put your mind to it. Like, yeah, you need to learn to separate it. And to get a new character, it takes, we push to get the new character quicker, so we get it quicker, less in comparison to जब छोड़ना होता है तो इतना push नहीं होता है, इतना pressure नहीं होता, मेरे लिए at least. अभी बहुत pressure कि come on Adnaan, get your act together, you are not Adnaan anymore, you're Vian. So hopefully I get it quicker.
I think जैसे audience को time लगता है, जैसे आपने कोई भी, if they have liked you in a certain role, if they have watched your series, as an actor भी time लगता है to, you know, get into a new thing, because every character, ये तो खैर हम अपने characters की बात कर रहे हैं, ये complex हैं. Every character you play has different kind of complexities, but in these characters, इनके तो, I think till now, I think this one is gonna be the most complex character which I've played for me.
Has it ever happened to the two of you कि किसी character की certain characteristics आपने अपनी life में imbibe कर ली है?
होता ही है, I think रहता ही है. Any part you play, I think it stays with you, and it's not a bad thing. I think it's okay. And when you play a part, I think you put little bit of yourself also in that part, because especially with television, I think, because we shoot so many days in a month and we shoot so many hours, and you know, there's been times when I was doing my previous show, and then even when my show ended, somebody would call me by my name and I would look and like, fuck, my sorry, but my show's got over now. But फिर भी कोई मेरे character का name लेता था तो मुझे लगता था अच्छा हाँ, ये मुझे बुला रहे हैं क्या? So it does stay with you, I think, and it's a good thing.
Adnan, in one of your interviews, you mentioned how you were carried away after the success of Ishq Subhanallah.
Yeah, at one point. Yeah, without a doubt.
Was this true? Tell us a little about it.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't say per se it was the success of the show, but the byproduct of the success of the show. The money. I noticed my ego suddenly rising a lot more than before, because before I didn't care. Like, I'll give you an example, a very specific example, which is a car. I used to travel by train and bus. That's how I went to set every day for a year and a half. I absolutely did not care. And then when I got the car, I went from bus and train, I went to a very nice car immediately. And that's the first car I've ever owned in my life, my personal car. So I'm noticing I'm fighting a lot on the road. Like a lot more, you know? And then there's a sort of an air about the car, and then I started noticing different aspects of my life also where I expected to be treated better. At home, I'll give you the example of home where on set we get a lot of respect. And at home, my mom still treats me exactly like how she treated me years ago. So for her, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed.
The good note keeps you around,
When the show was going on, it wasn't great for me because like it would be like, you know, thak ke aa raha hu and everything, but mom wants me to go and get bread. And I was like, but that is, she's my mom and she has all the right in the world to tell me that. But yeah, stuff like that did get to me, and I realized it. Luckily, I realized it. My anger increased. All those things increased, and I said, "What's going on? Why am I becoming weird, different?" But luckily, I understood that, and yeah. So hopefully, that doesn't happen again.
Were the few years of being away from television one of the reasons behind being grounded again?
No, no, not at all. I am blessed with a few crazy ideas in my head, very unique stories that are very personal to me, and usko banane ke chakkar mein, I've been away. I've missed television. I don't want to term it as television or film. I missed acting so badly. You have no idea. Absolutely. Like, there have been days where I've been offered projects and I'm like, I want to do it so bad. But yeah, I promised myself that I'm going to make my own project. I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to direct it. I want to see. So a promise is a promise. So I had to keep it. But no. I missed every. Oh man, so badly. Yeah.
And do you think the audience will be able to accept the two of you?
I think, yeah, people are, what do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are open to it, and I think अगर हम अपना अपना किरदार अच्छे से कर रहे हैं and we are doing a good job, and if it तो लोग भी accept करते हैं. Yeah.
She said something very key. I do think that because I've noticed some of the fans do compare, and that's all right because some of the fans invested their, as much as we were investing, they were investing their lives in, yeah, like they would fight for us and stuff. We've been sometimes show khatam ho gaya, 2 years ho gaye, and we're still trending on Twitter. Not me, the Adnaan. The characters are still trending on Twitter because they would do stuff like that. So yes, they've invested and they might take some time. But she said something very important here. If we truthfully give our best, I'm sure they'll learn to accept that too.
Lastly, अपनी ऑडियंस को आखिर क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे?
So our show Katha Ankahi is starting on Sony Entertainment Channel.
December 5th को आने वाला है, Monday to Friday, 8:30
बजे.
Please देखिएगा. This is what we want to tell fans.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope that you guys enjoyed this chat with them. If you did, do comment and tell us. Anshul Chaudhary, camera person Babaji, India Forums, Mumbai.